August 17th, 2023, Fordham Soup Kitchen, Bronx, New York. A 15-year-old kid, nicknamed Junior, walks in to get a free meal after baseball practice. 10 minutes later, he's dragged into an alley, hacked and stabbed 37 times with machetes and kitchen knives. The killers film it on their phones, laughing, zooming in on his face while he begs. They post the video that same night with the caption 3NI. That's the calling card of the Trinitarios, the fastest-growing, most sadistic Dominican street gang in America. From a prison yard in the Dominican Republic to every major city on the East Coast in less than 20 years. Green bandanas, machetes, and a religion of violence that makes MS-13 look disciplined. If you've never heard the name Trinitarios until tonight, stay with me for the next 10 minutes, because this is the only gang that started behind bars, came to America as deportees, and then turned your neighborhood into their kingdom. Smash that like button right now if you want the real story. Subscribe and hit the bell, because the green flag is closer than you think. It begins in 1993, inside La Victoria prison, Santo Domingo, one of the most overcrowded hellholes on earth. Dominican inmates were getting preyed on by everyone. A group of them, mostly from Santiago and New York's Washington Heights, decided enough was enough. They formed a new nation inside the walls, Los Trinitarios, named after the three founding fathers of Dominican independence, Duarte, Sanchez, and Mella. Their colors, green, white, and red. Their symbol, a pitchfork with 3 prongs. Their oath, Dios, Patria y Libertad y Trinitarios hasta la muerte. God, country, freedom, and Trinitarios until death. They protected their own. Then they started taxing everyone else. By the late 90s, every Dominican inmate in the country paid renta to the Trinitarios or got cut. When they got released, they brought the flag to the streets of Upper Manhattan and the Bronx. Then came the American twist. The 1996 Immigration Act. Any non-citizen with a felony got deported after serving their time. Thousands of Dominican Trinitarios who grew up in New York suddenly found themselves back on the island with nothing but prison tattoos and a network. They did what any smart organization would do. They sent the flag back north. By 2005, Trinitarios chapters were popping up in every city with a Dominican population: Patterson, Lawrence, Reading, Providence, Boston, Miami. They recruited straight out of high school, sometimes middle school. You didn't have to be Dominican, you just had to be willing to bleed green. Their rules are simple and medieval. 5-minute beat-in, machete or knife as your weapon of choice. Never talk to police, never disrespect the flag. And the worst sin of all, never harm a child, unless the order comes from the madre and padre, the chapter leaders. That last rule is the one they broke with Lisandro Jr. Guzman Feliz. Jr. wasn't in a gang. He was in the NYPD Explorers program, dreaming of becoming a detective. The Trinitarios mistook him for a rival. 12 members hunted him down on Belmont Avenue. The surveillance footage is pure horror. Junior runs into a bodega begging for help. The owner locks the door. They drag him out screaming and butcher him on the sidewalk while strangers watch. That video woke America up. Operation Heat in 2018 and 2019 arrested over 150 Trinitarios in New York and New Jersey alone. Federal RICO charges, 50-year sentences. But here's the cold truth. Every time the feds cut off a head, 2 more grow back. Deport 1 leader, 10 more come up from the DR ready to take the crown. In 2025, they're stronger than ever. New chapters in Georgia, North Carolina, Florida. They move from street level to organized. Heroin, fentanyl, human trafficking. They tax every Dominican bodega, barbershop, and taxi base from Boston to Miami. Pay the monthly quota or watch your store burn. They still recruit the same way. Find a quiet kid getting jumped at school, offer him protection, give him a green bandana, and turn him into a soldier before he's old enough to drive. The machete is still their signature, not for show. They train with them the way samurai trained with katanas. There's even a ritual. When a new member gets his full patch, he has to bautizar el blade, baptize it in blood. The NYPD has a special Trinitarios task force now. They say the gang has over 5,000 active members across 15 states. The FBI calls them Tier 1, same level as MS-13 and the Mexican cartels. And the scariest part? They're disciplined. No social media flexing like the Bloods and Crips. No rap songs naming names. They move in silence. Green bandana tucked in the back pocket. A three-finger salute you'll only recognize if you know what to look for. Junior's murder changed everything and nothing. His face is on murals across the Bronx. His mother started the Junior Foundation. But walk down Bathgate Avenue tonight and you'll still see teenagers with fresh cuts on their arms and green beads around their necks. The flag that started in a prison yard 30 years ago is now one of the most powerful Dominican institutions in America, more organized than some political parties back on the island. They didn't come here to be Americans. They came here to build a nation within a nation. So next time you see a quiet Dominican kid on the subway wearing all green, ask yourself, is he just representing his flag? Or is he carrying orders from a madre and padre you'll never meet? Drop in the comments, can any gang born in prison ever be fully destroyed, or does deportation just make them stronger? Like this video if it hit different, subscribe for more stories about empires built behind bars, and turn on notifications, because tomorrow we go somewhere even darker. Rest in peace, Junior. And to every kid thinking about picking up that green flag, there's still time to choose another color.